against Maximus Hale. And Hale, you just get the impression, has been excited to get back onto the mat today. Had a rough ride against Chris Foca of Cornell last time out, falling 17-0. And Hale, who's one of Penn's most consistent wrestlers, you know that he doesn't want that to be the last thing that's on tape.
Yeah, Rogers from Lehigh solidifying his spot here. Dealt with some injuries the past few seasons. Third year in school, listed as a sophomore eligibility-wise. Went 4-4 last year as a redshirt. As a freshman. 0-0 as a redshirt, fighting off injuries. This is where Caden Rogers likes to live. Stall call on Hale, backing out of bounds. Caden Rogers, no relation to Ryland. They just happen to be back-to-back in the lineup with the same name, same spelling. Yeah, Caden Rogers' dad, multiple-time All-American. He's actually the head coach at Franklin and Marshall in Lancaster, PA. Just spending some time with that program. In that room there, I watched Caden grow up since, I don't know, 6th, 7th grade. Got to wrestle him a little bit, then he got too big for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, here he is at 184.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always been fun to wrestle just because, you know, just growing up in a college room from a young age, you kind of, and your dad being a multiple-time All-American, you just kind of pick up, hand fighting, you pick up some of those things at an early age. So yeah, he was always good to scrap with, even when I was old and out of shape.
So how old was he when you realized that he was going to be a collegiate wrestler?
Probably by the time he hit 8th grade. You just kind of know guys that they have a feel for the hand fighting. They know how to react to certain things, and yeah, he was always kind of destined to be there. And just, you know, great high school career too. Multiple-time national prep placer. As I said, just kind of getting a late start here in his college career, just fighting off injuries here and there, and still dinged up a little bit from the beginning of the year, but healthy and now winning some matches. He's won 3 in a row.
He was right there with Foca, falling in January 2-0 in a hard-fought battle.
Yeah, that's what you'll get out of Caden Rogers. Very solid, good defensively, very strong with that underhook position. Doesn't lose by a lot very often. On the flip side, a lot of his wins are low scoring because he's so solid defensively. Not a ton of offense. You'd like to see more out of him if you're Lehigh, but still very solid. But Max Hale, you know, we talked about last broadcast, not an offensive juggernaut. Likes to win these close matches, so I think we're going to probably see a low-scoring bout. Probably potentially going to overtime, maybe tiebreakers. But yeah, we'll see what happens here as both guys kind of feeling each other out. Not a ton of shot attempts, but that one stall warning on Hale might come back to affect the match.
13 seconds left in this opening period.
Yeah, Caden Rogers, Malvern Prep High School. Same as Michael Beard. So Lehigh started the bout with a Malvern Prep guy, ending the bout with a Malvern Prep guy. It's a great program there at Malvern Prep. They were, I think, number 1 or 2 in all of high school when these guys were both on the team a while back.
Imagine that. Hard to believe.
Yeah.
That's the case.
And they also had a guy named Nick Feldman on their team who was All-American from Ohio State. So, yeah, they had a bunch of good kids. Over half that roster went to Division I schools, so great program there.
Good mat returns here by Rogers.
Yep, throwing a leg in there. Good job. Working far side cradle. His dad likes to teach that in the F&M room.
Hale trying to get free, but that's a lot of weight to handle.
Yep. Caden, yep. Cuts him. 1-0 lead for Hale. Good job by Hale there, not panicking once that cradle gets locked up, because sometimes guys panic, they kind of crunch themselves up a little bit. Lehigh wanted a stall call for Hale backing out of bounds again. They don't get one.
Hale being walked backwards again.
Yeah, but he's working some double over here, looking for maybe a trip or a throw. And there's a stall call. The Rogers, that's a point. 1-1 lead score. It's funny, I saw Caden's dad in the stands before the match wearing an F&M hat, Lehigh wrestling shirt.
It's a house divided.
It is. Yeah, it's interesting when Lehigh wrestles F&M, you know, in a tournament or dual meet setting. I think Coach Rogers just kind of leaves the gym, wants to be impartial. It's always interesting seeing those things happen.
Caden Rogers working on Max Hale here.
30 seconds left. Caden definitely the aggressor here. Hale's gonna have to find some kind of offense. Maybe get a stall warning back. Get a takedown of his own. And Caden walking Hale to the edge again.
Four seconds left. Austin, you said it might be low scoring. Here we go to the third, 1-1.
So Caden's choice. Little hesitation to go down. So Caden taking his time getting set down there. Oh. Thought there was a locked hands call there, but it looks like Caden was off the mat. So he kicks out, gets his escape. 2-1 lead, 2 stall calls for Hale, which is the difference. 19 seconds of riding time in favor of Rogers, not a factor yet. But Caden doing a good job keeping the edge.
So Hale has to get a takedown here. 1:36 left.
Yeah, I haven't seen many shot attempts from Hale. Not sure if there's something that, because Caden's kind of pushing the pressure forward, putting a lot of pressure on, it's kind of hard to get a shot off and clear that head and hands defense of Caden, which is what he's really solid at. And then when he digs an underhook, he's kind of running into you. You know, it's hard to fire off a shot when you got so much pressure coming into you.
You can just see how behind his shoulders he is. Got great posture.
Yeah, but he can live on the edge here a little bit too. He's going to be smart about it. But Hale kind of realizes that, so he needs to get out of bounds or get to the center. There we go, Hale driving forward again, Caden.
Lehigh wants a stall, and finally Hale's toes are off of the padding, so even though Rogers was in.
Yeah, Caden was very successful. I believe he was an All-American at Fargo and Greco. Very comfortable in that underhook position you see here. Kind of uses that to his advantage and defensively as well.
Hale going for shot after shot. Rogers is there every time.
Yeah, so now Caden doing a bunch of backing up here. Expect a stall call on him. Playing the edge a little bit. And then
Roger Reyna saying,
call.
get out, get out.
Also wanted a stall call, which I would not have been shocked to see myself.
Another shot from Hale. Rogers saw that coming.
There's a
Stall called.
So 8 seconds. This match isn't over. You can see another stall call here. Caden needs to stay in the middle. Yeah, so Caden's got to stay in the middle here and wrestle. Maybe dig an underhook. That's his bread and butter. Can't run away too much.
See if they... No, that's how it ends. Hale falling 2-1 to Caden Rogers, and Lehigh puts the finishing touches on a 22-12 win in this duel.
And that's a good win for Caden. He kind of needs some of those quality wins. He's gotten a few lately, and there's another one to add to his resume. Expect him to be in the rankings after that one.
So Lehigh able to take care of business against Penn.